Good evening, fans, and welcome to this coverage of Southwest Conference Boys Soccer on TableRockSports.net. Just a few moments, we'll have the South Eugene Axe in action against the host Grants Pass Cavemen. We're just really a couple of weeks into school and very early on in the season, and still really in that point in time where we're really kind of figuring out who's who in the grand scheme of things as we get the season underway. As you can see on our intro panel here today, that the Axe come in having played two matches. They had a 1-1 tie against Beaverton last week, and then on Saturday lost a 1-0 decision on the road against Willamette. The Cavemen, well, they were all set to play on Saturday against Tigard, but that game got canceled due to the air quality index. But they opened up their season with a 0-0 draw against Newburgh, and then on Monday night they drew at ones against the South Medford Panthers. Looking at the squad, of course, one of the things I look at is as far as, how much experience is on each team, the senior leadership, and those players who are a little bit older and maybe a little bit more physically developed. Over on the South Eugene side, 9 seniors on the team for Coach Pete Peterson. For the Cavemen, 7 seniors on the squad, number of juniors on the team. They also have a freshman on the squad, as well as a handful of sophomores. We're just a couple of moments away from game time. Glad you could be with us. We want to thank our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible, including the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. Our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. Let's go ahead and pause for messages, and when we return, we'll get ready for tonight's match. The Axe and the Cavemen on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll have the South Eugene Axe versus the Grants Pass Cavemen. Right now, we've got the sun over in the western sky, and it's playing a little bit of a havoc with our camera shot, at least in terms of making it kind of looking a little bit faded, but that's going to go down pretty quickly. Sunset officially is at 7:31, and I expect it'll be making its way behind the grandstands here in just a few moments. Right now at game time, 71 degrees. We got a nice breeze blowing here at Mill Ingram Field. Definitely different weather conditions than what we had on Saturday, where it was hot and smoky. Then on Monday night, when the Lady Cavers went into action, they ended up playing in a little bit of the wet stuff. That made the game a little bit interesting, but nonetheless, they got the game in, and that ended up being a thrilling match between the Lady Cavers, who ended up taking a 2-1 decision on goals by Coulter and Bolin, and they came from behind to win that ball game. While meanwhile, the boys were down playing at South Medford's home pitch. Tonight, the Axe will be in their road white uniforms with purple numerals. The Cavemen in their home blue uniforms with white numerals. Looking forward to getting my first look at the boys' team this evening and seeing what they can do. It looks like it's going to be shaping up to be another competitive season for soccer here in Southern Oregon. As we speak right now, we've got the team captains from the respective teams just in front of the rail meeting with the officials before things get underway. Before or after the game is a great time to visit Dutch Bros and enjoy your favorite beverage. Dutch Bros supports the communities that support them, and for over 30 years, there's no better place after the game than Abby's Pizza. Make new memories at Abby's. I anticipate here they're going to do the introduction of the players, and we'll bring that for you. And here is the roster for South Eugene.
Number 1, Joey Lacey. Number 2, Kaysen Sibold. Number 3, Nadavi Hamel. Number 5, Eddie Knudsen. Number 6, Lazarus Hilton. 7, Mason Allenbow. 8, Joran Lindberg. 9, Gustav Pendit. 10, Finley Thurman. 11, Vaughn Carey. 13, Oliver Clausen. 14, Reed Wedmore. 15, Dayani Doman. 17, Tejas Sindavi. 18, Sabay Kendari Glasinovic. Number 21, Kuhn Rain Shakun. 22, George Arashikin. Number 23, Jacob Lovelace. And now for your Grants Pass Cavemen, wearing the 00, Will Matea. Number 2, the UK Gill Minor. Number 3, Terrence Blair. 4, Stratton Dennis. Number 5, Branson Young. Number 6, Danny Jacobo. 7, Drew Towns. Number 8, Josh Holst. 9, Cashel Boss. Number 10, Wyatt Lowry. Number 11, Xavier Borsma. Number 12, Dante Fenn. Number 13, Jonathan Perez Ortiz. 14, John Hosen. 15, Caden Haynes. 16, Grayson Erickson. 18, Errol Paredes. 23, Derek Huppaker. And number 99, Jackie Chen. Followed by head coach Will Daniels, assistant coach Mike Taylor, and Jason Holst. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to stand and please remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
The playing of our national anthem, teams gather at midfield. The pitch in soccer parlance. Exchange of handshakes before we get everything underway. From at least the looks of the scores from the first couple of matches that both teams have had, anticipating this might be a defensive battle. Neither team has scored more than a goal in one game so far this season. But on the other hand, to their credit, their opposition hasn't scored any more than a goal. With the Axe on the wrong side of a clean sheet against Willamette. Meanwhile, the Cavemen scoreless tie, and then a 1-1 tie against South Medford. The Axe also had a scoreless tie against Beaverton. But now we're getting into the league schedule, and that might be where we begin to see things separate just a little bit. Teams gathered at their respective benches. Today's game is brought to you by the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's Know Your Role campaign, promoting respectful behavior at youth sporting events, and by Hard Insurance, providing personal and business coverage in Grants Pass and Medford. Few last-minute instructions. The Cavemen, coached by Will Daniels, assisted by Mike Taylor. Pete Peterson on his South Eugene staff has Mark Weinrott, Paul Lobbin, John Schneider, and Shane Raum. 2 40-second halves in this, and something that always takes time for me to get used to is in the high school ranks that there will be times where they will stop the clock after a goal score, or maybe if we have an injured player down, unlike the pros in college where they will go ahead and count upward, take no timeouts, and then just add stoppage time when necessary. Standing over the ball for the Axe is number 18, Subby Endry Glasinovich. The hay's in the barn. It's time for a little soccer. South Eugene on the right wing, Kason Sable wearing number 2. South Eugene working it around the back line there with some touch on it. Reed Wedmore. He'll give it a long boot upfield looking in the middle there on the receiving end. Von Carey. Grant's pass with numbers defensively. And a takeaway by the Caveman. There for Grant's pass, Josh Holst. Traffic around the ball for South Eugene. 22 is George Arshakayan. Ball out of bounds. It'll be a South Eugene throw. Collision, and now it ends up in the grandstands in front of us. And, well, not easy to get to, but it looks like we've got somebody from South Eugene to retrieve the ball. Meanwhile, we got a battle going in the corner. Hindry Glasinovich, they're battling with the ball against a Grants Pass defender. South Eugene with the throw. Grant's pass moving in front of it. Knocking it out, Josh Holst. Senior there in the back for Grant's pass. Cavemen have an opportunity for possession here, but quickly taken away. South Eugene getting ahead on it. Lazarus Hilton. Grant's pass trying to send the through ball up, and it is taken away by South Eugene. Little 1v1 action there. Send it to the back line. Switch fields there for the Axe. Lazarus Hilton. Trying to send it up toward the middle third, and the Cavemen get in front of that. Falling to the turf for the Cavemen, Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Senior for Grant's pass. Whistle blows. On the foul, a free kick awarded to the Cavemen. Long boot downfield. Axe defender there to meet it. Ball stays in bounds. Up the left side. Little pinball action there, resulting in a Grants Pass throw. Taking the inbound, Perez Ortiz for Grants Pass. South Eugene gets it back. They try to send the through ball upfield, trying to run onto it. And a shot over the net. George Arshakian. And now a goal kick for Grants Pass. Haven't got a look at a jersey number. We're going to guess back there in the net for the Cavemen is Will Matea. Going the other way, Caveman with the ball. Over on the left wing with it is Casho Bost. Throw for the Cavemen. Ball tipped around. Last touched by a South Eugene defender. Grants Pass will get another try at it. On the inbound. Receiving it as Hulst. Sails out for the South Eugene throw. Axe working out of the back. Looks like they'll be maintaining possession on the throw. Tossing it in, Kason Sable. Methodically working it around the pitch. There to break it up for Grants Pass. Wearing number 5 is Branson Young. South Eugene possession. They work it toward the middle for Vaughn Carey. Little short game there, broken up by Grants Pass. South Eugene with the inbound. Tossing it back. Jordan Lindbergh. Over on the right side, the flag comes down for the offsides. Grants Pass defensively, mindful of the line. Grants Pass with the free kick. Taking care of it will be Stratton Dennis. Ball bounces up just past midfield. Taken away by South Eugene. At least early on, he would say that time of possession has favored them a little bit. Seems like we've mostly been working in the offensive third of the Axe throughout the evening. But no harm resulting if you're a Grants Pass fan. Early scores from this evening, again, it's kind of given us a little bit of a sense that this might have the look of a defensive struggle. And so far, that's what we've had. Action in front of the net. Player down for South Eugene. Goal kick for Grants Pass. Eight minutes into action here in the first half of play. Trying to get ahead on it there. Joran Lindbergh. He has it in the middle of the pitch. Dishes off right for Sebold. Centers it for Finley Thurman. Over to the left side it goes. Grants Pass defender runs in front of it. Bounces to the turf. Takes a couple of funky hops. Sebold there. Little lefty boot over across the face of the net. Not able to quite get a shot out of it as Grants Pass turns it away. Now on the move. Possibilities here for Grants Pass. But there defensively for the Cavemen, Stratton Dennis. Down there in the middle of the action is Hindary Glasinovich. This will set up a corner kick for South Eugene. Taking care of it for the Axe, Vaughn Carey. Little two-man game down in the corner. Fires a pass across. That was number 17, Tejas Sangvi. Grants Pass thought they had something going there, but Sangvi, and my apologies if I'm butchering the last name there. Grants Pass keeper, wresting it away. Got a high boot. Crosses midfield. Seabolt for it. Joey Lacey in the back for South Eugene. Axe on the move. They've threatened a couple of times here. Grants Pass has gotten the plays that they've needed in the clutch. Now South Eugene on the ball. Fires it right down the pipe. But there with the save, Grants Pass goalkeeper. And again, without having got a good look at his jersey number, believe that's Will Mateja. Over to our right. Battle for the ball. Substitution coming in for Grants Pass. Number 14 is John Hobson. Hobson looks like he'll be coming in at a midfield spot. Grants Pass with the throw. Now I'm going to wait for that clock to get back in sync, as they did stop it there for the substitution. Right now, the official clock's at 28:38. We're at 28:24. Battle in the back there, if you're looking at it from a South Eugene perspective. Some hard-fought back and forth between the two teams. South Eugene coming away with possession. Axe maintaining control there within the middle of the pitch. Lefty shot. There on the look, Sebi Hendry Glasinovic. And indeed, that is Mateja wearing 00 for the Cavemen. Now we got a run on for the ball, trying to run it down for Grants Pass. That's number 7, Drew Towns. Towns along the sideline, trying to get away from a pair of defenders. Knocked away. Deflection there by South Eugene. Looks like that was Ehukai Gil Minor for Grants Pass. That's number 2. South Eugene. Bootson out. Gil Minor with the throw in. Little collision in on that. Grants Pass Josh Hulst. And also looked like we had his opposite, Joran Lindberg, there. Free kick on the whistle. Taking care of it for the Cavemen will be Danny Jacobo. Everybody set up. See how the Cavemen do here on the set piece. Jacobo fires it right in front of the net, but there to corral it is Joey Lacey. And upfield they go. Let's see South Eugene able to put together a good counter. On carryover on the left side, they're getting ahead on it. Branson Young for Grant's pass. Now a good-looking shot hits the crossbar, but sails away. It'll be a goal kick for the Cavemen. Fans, Road Credit Union is your partner in your financial journey, and they're proud to sponsor with Table Rock Sports each year to bring you coverage of your favorite teams. And thank you to Avista Utilities in Southern Oregon for over 15 years in support of local sports coverage. Ball bounces downfield. Keeper coming up line and serving it away. There, a little takeaway for South Eugene, George Arshakian. Ball knocked away. Again, South Eugene continuing to knock on the door, but the game remains at 0. Corner kick for South Eugene. Two men over there in the corner. Ball skates across the face of the goal. Mateja gets ready to kick it away for the Cavemen. Big boot upfield. Able to send that to a teammate, but broken up by Grant's pass. I'm going to say a foul there on the contact. Free kick to the Axe. They'll work it up the left wing. Sends it center. Shot. And they knock it in the back of the net. It's a goal for South Eugene. Show the replay for you. There on the shot for South Eugene. Jordan Lindberg puts the Axe on the board. About halfway through the first half of play. So plenty of soccer left to be played. Kick out of the back, but there to meet it at midfield for South Eugene is Finley Thurman. Thurman, number 10, with the captain's armband on his left. Throw up line, broken up by the Axe defense. Working the middle. Axe maintaining control. Number 7, Mason Allenbaugh. Grant's pass defender. Deflects it. Throw awarded to Grant's pass. One nothing on your John L. Scott scoreboard. Working the center of the pitch, Josh Hulst, deflected, out of bounds. Caveman with the throw in front of the grandstands, looking up line, trying to send it in the direction of Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Throw in. We're deep in the offensive third for the Cavemen, but it ends up out of bounds. Goal kick, South Eugene. Lindbergh getting South Eugene on the board first. Lefty kick upfield by Lacey. South player has his progress broken up there by John Hobson of Grants Pass. Off the left side of the pitch, South Eugene trying to get upfield quickly. Grants Pass with numbers defensively. Looks like Mason Allenbaugh Jr. taking care of the throw-in. Numbers are just a little bit harder to make out over across from us. Or maybe it's time for another eye appointment. I don't know. But what I do know, South Eugene working around trying to make something happen here. Grants Pass getting it cleared out of harm's way. Battle for the ball there. Strong boot from the Caveman back line. They'll work at middle for South Eugene. Finley Thurman there. Working to get away from Towns, and we have a little collision as both players fall to the turf. They help each other up. That looks like Tejas Sangvi, number 17. Now trying to retrieve the ball. South Eugene getting ready for the throw. Axe with a look. A whistle blows. This one going the way of Grants Pass. It'll be a Caveman throw-in over across from us. Two-man game on the sideline, but Grants Pass able to quickly break it up. Substitutions in the match. Looks like for Grants Pass we'll have coming in Wyatt Lowry, number 10. Also coming in, number 16, Grayson Erickson. They'll catch a well-earned breather. And they're going to stop the clock. Looks like we have a player down for Grants Pass. Coming off will be Sangvi. Coming in will be Jacob Lovelace, sophomore for South Eugene. Lovelace, the lone sophomore on the well, there's two sophomores on the varsity squad. Also, Nadavi Hamill, and there's a freshman with Eddie Valalta Knudsen. Axe with the ball. They'll work it around the horn. Over to the right side. Now Grant's pass. We got an attacker trying to chase it down. Lacey will clear it out upfield. The Caveman. And there with the boot up the pitch is Gil Minor. Broken up. Good defensive play there. Holst with it. But then quickly taken away by Lindbergh. Grant's pass on the move, trying to work it up the sideline. Slide tackle by the Axe to stop progress. But there for the Caveman, Branson Young. He fires a pass over in the direction of Lowry. Sun's starting to work its way down, so we got the glare off the camera. Grateful for that. Stadium lights coming on. Really a nice facility here at Grants Pass High School. Kick up field, cleared away by South Eugene. I think if they get it any closer, that'll end up in the lap of our cameraman, Dan Hartwell. Hukai Gil Minor getting ready to take care of the throw. Stratton Dennis switches field. Caveman, their attackers, trying to run onto it there. Gets a couple of good bounces out of it. Up the left side, looking in the direction of Lowry. Caden Haynes with the throw in, goes in deep. Ball bounces around in front of the net. Grants Pass have possession of the ball at the moment. Boot it back to the goalkeeper, Mateja. He'll lay into it here, where it is met by Mason Allenbaugh of South Eugene. Ball up in the grandstands. Caveman with the throw in. I'd love to try to tie this thing up before the halftime whistle. Couple players get tangled up, ruling in favor of the Axe on the free kick. Ball upfield to Finley Thurman. Works it to his right. I believe that's Lindbergh over there. Nice ball control there by the Axe. A little bit of the short passing game there. Now it'll be Grants Pass with the free kick. Low, strong boot. Out of bounds, it will be South Eugene with the throw. Two-man battle for the ball. Sebi Hindari Glasinovic over there for the men in white. Man down, and they'll stop the clock with 11:53 to go. So our graphic clock here, we'll get that to reflect the same. Well, we have an injured player being tended to. Let's go ahead and break away real quick, and we'll be right back.
Sports are in trouble, and officials are in extreme demand.
So we're looking for people like you, former athletes,
parents, and community members.
What it takes is attention to detail,
a positive attitude, and respect for the game.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
Because the hard truth is,
no ref, no game. Play ball.
Back to action. Grants Pass player able to get off the field without incident. Checking into the match for the Cavemen, we got number 23, Derek Huffaker. I had the other player for a moment. I missed it. But right now, here's a 1v1 battle and a good stop there by Matea. Matea with the gutsy move, and it pays off. Good play defensively by Grants Pass. Probably always get a little bit nervous when your keeper is out that high, but that was exactly the right thing to do, and a good play by the Cavemen to keep South Eugene from extending the lead. Axe throw. Ball deflected around and out of bounds. South Eugene with the ball. Just a little over 10 minutes left to go in the first half of play. Grants Pass with the throw-in. Up line it goes. Controlling the ball over in the corner for Grants Pass was Jonathan Perez Ortiz. They'll work it back and takeaway at midfield by South Eugene. Axe with the throw in. South working that left side. That one knocked way the heck out of here. I don't think we'll be seeing that one for a while. Caveman with the throw in. Up line it goes. This one ends up in the grandstands. Clock continuing to run. 1-0 ball game. Scoring for South Eugene, if you're joining late, Jordan Lindberg. Deflection there. Grant's pass, able to win possession on it. Nice move there by Huffaker. Upfield it goes, down to the corner. Perez Ortiz tries to run onto it. Can't get there in time. Joey Lacey, goalkeeper, sends it to his left center back, and they're just going to go ahead and send it out that way this time. Up the left sideline, he works. Grant's pass defender right there with him all the way. Around the back it goes. Reed Wedmore is number 14 for South. Middle of the pitch it goes. There with it for South Eugene, Vaughn Carey. Two-on-one battle going there. Grant's pass defender deflects it out. Give that Grant's pass defense a little opportunity to set up. Figure out their marks. Here, taking a shot on it. Nice save by Mateja. Stops another would-be goal by South Eugene. Out upfield it goes, and South Eugene with possession. Working out of the back, Wedmore. And there with the ball in the middle, Finley Thurman. Thurman and Perez Ortiz. They lock horns there. Call in favor of South Eugene for the free kick. They'll send it over on the right wing. Kason Sebold. Mateja. Out of the back it goes, way upfield. Stretches things out just a little bit. Sangvi, who went out injured a little bit ago, is back in the match. And there, a shot by South Eugene. Little look there by Vaughn Carey. But Mateja, way upfield it goes. Huffaker there trying to battle for it against Sebold for South Eugene. First half winding down here from Mel Ingram Field in Grants Pass. Sun working its way behind the hills and things cooling down here on a pleasant evening. Out in the middle of the pitch, there for Grants Pass was Branson Young momentarily. South Eugene with the takeaway. Switches it right for Sebold. Battle of 23s going on there. For South Eugene, Jacob Lovelace. Huffaker for Grants Pass. Got a Grants Pass player hustling upfield, trying to make something happen there. Middle of the pitch. Fires it right wing. Out the right side goes. A little lefty kick there. And a back heel pass. 1v1 shot attempt. There with the look for South Eugene is Vaughn Carey. Wide of the post. And Grants Pass with the goal kick with 3.5 minutes. Got our time winding down here in the first half. But still, at 1-0, anybody's match. Grant's pass trying to work that right side. Ends up out of bounds. Throw in, up line. Headed back into the field of action. And they'll send it over. Loveless. Met there by Gil Minor. Carey trying to chase it down. And it'll be a throw for South Eugene. Or toward the middle they go. Lots of traffic over there. Over to the right, broken up by Gil Minor and Grant's pass. And back it goes in the direction of Reed Wedmore. Huffaker. His attempt fielded on the bounce by Lacey. He quickly gets it out up the left side for the Axe. Whistle blows. Contact. Grant's pass with it. With less than a minute and a half to go. Pass toward the middle. Carey sends it out to the left side. Inside a minute to go before the intermission. Trying to field it, there's Mateja. Parries it away. Got about 30 seconds to go. Grant's pass, frantically trying to see if they can't put one in the back of the net to even things up. Huffaker with it there. Taken away by Loveless. Grant's pass gets it back. Working up the left side. A little tumble to the turf. A little bit of contact there. Looked like that involved Cashel Bost for Grant's pass. The horn sounds. And it's halftime, but it looks like they're going to... Nope, they won't get that last attempt in. So that ends the first half of play. South Eugene taking the early 1-0 lead. We'll pause for messages, and when we return, we'll be back with your halftime report brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department, and that'll be coming right up.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
What's stopping you from learning new things or restoring old ones? How about building a business? Going exploring, or starting a new chapter? Wherever you're trying to go, we can help you get there. On point. People are the point.
It's game time. And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes,
Parents,
community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes in stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
Got the halftime update for you, brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall Activities Guide is out now with sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. Well, we talked about anticipating a defensive battle between the two teams, and so far that's what we've had. Neither team has scored more than a goal in a game since the season has started, and right now that's what our halftime score is. We just got one score here in the first half, and that came about midway through the first half. Show it again for you. Joran Lindberg on the shot to give his team the 1-0 lead. Again, nice looking play up the middle. Otherwise, Matea for Grants Pass has done a solid job of protecting the net. Made a couple of spectacular plays this evening. South Eugene also more or less owning the time of possession in the first half. So it'll be interesting to see as the coaches talk on the sidelines with the team during the half if they can't come up with something in the way of an adjustment to help combat that. Our halftime score 1-0. And before we go to break, letting you know, well, did you know that the City of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon? Check out the Fall Program Guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can, as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
Yeah.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherm's Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
it takes meticulous planning. Continuous monitoring. And forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Jim McCoy and Dan Hartwell here with you at halftime. It's 1-0 ball game. Taking a look at the schedule. Trying to get some scores for you, but OSAA.org, at least on my phone, a little laggy this evening. But for you South Eugene fans, after tonight, they'll play again in 5 days, and they'll get set to take on Sheldon for a home date before going to North Medford for a road date. For Grants Pass coming up, they'll be at home once again coming up early next week. Grants Pass will be at home to take on young North Medford. Looking at the scoreboard, here's what we have so far. Roseburg and Willamette playing to a 1-1 draw. We don't have a report on the South Medford-Sheldon match that started at 6:30. And, of course, then we've got the 7 o'clock boys match going on here. Let's see if we can get a girls soccer report for you. Check in and see how that's going. The Lady Cavers coming off their match against South Medford here on Monday at South Eugene this evening. And that one started at 6:30. While we'll wait for that score to load, let's go ahead and take a break, and then we'll get ready for the start of the second half. It is South Eugene 1, Grants Pass 0. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
School's back, but this is the kind of math we like. Over 100 slices of pepperoni, one giant Abby's pizza feeds up to 6 hungry people. That's A+ value. Toppings to the edge. That's been the Abby's way since forever. Now go do your homework. When someone says, bring home the bacon, we know what they mean. They want Abby's legendary Bacon Cheddar Pizza, loaded with country bacon and packed with Canadian bacon. On sale now at abbys.com. This month, bring home the bacon at family-owned Abby's.
When you work with Hart Insurance Agency, you'll experience the quality service and attention to detail that you'll only find with an independent insurance agency. Hart Insurance Agency was founded in 1947 and is one of the largest independent, locally owned agencies in Southern Oregon, with offices in Grants Pass and Medford. Their experienced team of agents have the knowledge to design, place, and to manage your personal and business insurance plans. Find out more. Visit hartinsurance.com.
The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to the Rogue Credit Union Community Complex for open swim, drop-in sports, and sports leagues. See the events taking place at roguexmedford.com. Join the fun at the Rogue X. Teams gathered at their respective benches. Public address trying to get the field clear to let the players back on. In this half, the Axe will move from right to left in white. The Cavemen in blue will move from okay, let me make sure. You know, it's one of those things you get in the middle of it, and it's like, okay, am I saying this right? Yeah, it'll be the Axe moving right to left, Caveman left to right. Sun's gone down for the evening. A little bit of cloud cover in the sky. Nothing too much. It's 68 degrees as we speak, and unlike Saturday, air quality very good at 25. Little bonus weather forecast for you Grants Pass folks. Looks like it's going to be partly sunny tomorrow with a high of 76 degrees, overnight low of 55. Grants Pass set to kick. Looks like we've got everybody ready. 40 minutes of soccer left to go. There's the whistle, and we're off and running. Grants Pass with control of the ball. Right back wearing number 3 is Terrence Blair. Mateja, who made some spectacular saves in the net in the first half, gets a boot on the ball. Now Grants Pass trying to run it upfield. At least initially here, they're looking fairly aggressive on the attack. But the Axe with it now. Lefty boot upfield. Getting a foot on it. Terrence Blair. To the middle it goes. Over to the left side. They'll send it back. South Eugene's number 6, Lazarus Hilton there. Up the far side of the field, Grants Pass working that sideline, broken up by South Eugene. Awaiting there to pick up the bouncing ball is Mateja, the goalkeeper. Long kick upfield. Finds a teammate on the other end of that ball. Back there, Drew Towns. Grants Pass with the throw-in. Looking to send it up line. Caveman on the move here. Send it to the middle, and a bouncing shot there. Fielded by Lacey. And he'll send it out. Little collision between a pair of players. Free kick awarded to Grants Pass. Getting set to boot it, Danny Jacobo. He's got the captain's armband on his left arm, and now let's see where he sends the kick. Going to send it middle. Getting a head on it is an Axe defender. And there, that shot looked like it had possibilities for a moment. But just getting his mitts on it is Lacey. Thought we might have a highlight goal. Instead, we have a highlight save. Ball headed out of bounds. Last touched by the Caveman. Branson Young is number 5. Throw in. Young trying to work his way in there. with the contact. A free kick. Awarded Grant's pass. Young boots it high in the air, but it lands on the head of a South Eugene defender. Toward the middle of the pitch. Young going to send it deep. Little race for the ball. Making a spirited try for it, Jonathan Perez Ortiz. Here's a throw in for Grant's pass. Foul on the play against the Cavemen. Free kick for the Axe. We'll work it out of the back. And we have a collision there for South Eugene. Tripping over the Grants Pass defender was Mason Allenbaugh. So just in front of us. And we have our first booking of the match. Substitution coming in, number 18 for the Cavemen is Errol Paradis, freshman, seeing action here in the second half. Grant's pass, deflecting it out of the back with the clearance. Now they'll try to work it upfield, but it is broken up. Trying to thread the needle there. Nice looking pass. And now a shot by Vaughn Carey. There to smother it, Will Matea. And now he'll get this one out of harm's way. Does a nice job delivering it upfield. Trying to get onto it there for Grant's pass. Can't control it is Drew Towns. Throw in. Battle for the ball there. There with the push for South Eugene. Looked like that may have been Jordan Lindbergh. Branson Young. High pop-up kick. Ball knocked around. South Eugene with the clearance. But good hustle by Grant's pass to run back onto it. Breaking away now is Hindari Glasinovich. And Grant's pass away comes away with the ball. Gil Minor going to send it back to the keeper. And there, that was a close one. Matea ran out of time on the kick. Returning for the Cavemen, Stratton Dennis. He'll come in and occupy one of the backline spots for Coach Daniels. Ball kicked away there to run onto it for the Axe is Sangvi. Taken away by Young. Young looking upfield, short of his intended target. But there, a nice takeaway, nice footwork by Grants Pass with Towns. Towns with it. Going to send the lefty shot. Bouncing ball fielded by Lacey. He's had to be a little bit more active here in the second half as Grants Pass is now playing with a little bit greater sense of urgency with 31 minutes and change left to go in the match. Gil Minor, Young, over toward the middle they go. Nobody there, so Lacey will take his time and pick it up. His kick ends up at the feet of Siebold. Over to our left. A throw in for the Axe. Carey with it, sends it to a teammate. That looked like Lindbergh there. Lefty kick, but it's blocked by the Grants Pass defense. Looked like that might have been Young on the play. Contact there, but play on they do. Ball out of the air there to get a head on it for Grants Pass as Josh Hulst. Young sends it way upfield. And they'll work it up the middle of the pitch. Grants Pass on the move here. Off the feet of Hukai Gil Minor. It ends up out of bounds. Looking in the direction of Jonathan Perez Ortiz. South Eugene has that pass broken up by Grants Pass. Branson Young trying to gain control of it, but not able to before it ends up out of bounds. South Eugene throw over to our left. Ball popped up high in the air. That's going to end up landing out of play. Bounces past the Caveman. The Caveman looks like he wants no part of it. Matea getting set for the goal kick. Good strong boot out of the back. Ball tipped around. Grants Pass out of traffic. Chase for the ball there by Wyatt Lowry. South Eugene throw in. Bounces to the turf. Pass back to the goalkeeper by Hulst. Matea gets it out quickly in time. Over there, 99 for Grants Pass, who's in the match. Jackie Chen. Jackie, sophomore for Grants Pass. Clearance by Grants Pass. Race for the ball downfield. Caveman. It just seems like right now at the moment, the Axe are just a split second ahead of them. They're breaking it up, booting it out of bounds is Stratton Dennis. The defense will set up now for the South Eugene throw. Ball popped up in the air, a little header there on the attempted clearance. Ball bounces there. Mateja. Whew. Fell forward, managed to reach his arm back, and now he kicks it away. Ball bounces on the turf. Yeah, the whistle blow there. Not sure what the ruling on that play is. And it's not that I'm questioning the call. I'm just not sure. I didn't catch what happened there. And yet, nonetheless, Mateja kicking it upfield. Keeper calls for the ball there. Of course, he's the one you look to quarterback that defense. Looked like a little attempt at a back heel pass there by number 9 for Grants Pass, Cashel Bost. In spots, we have seen some fancy footwork out here. Chen ends up going to the turf on the play. Foul called against South Eugene means a free kick for Grants Pass. Caveman with 2 ties on the season. They'd rather get the win. But on the other hand, a tie is better than a loss. In order to get toward the win, first they have to at least get 1 goal on the board. South Eugene delivering up the side. Ranson Young kicks it into the middle of traffic. Lefty kick by Finley Thurman. Up the right wing. Over there in the corner for the Axe is Vaughn Carey. Mateja with hands in the air, making sure that it was clear that he did not touch the ball. And it will be a goal kick for Grants Pass as Zaben Borsma checks into the ball game wearing number 11. He's over there at the 30-yard line to our left. Chen trying to get to the ball, but it'll go out of bounds. South Eugene on the move. Trying to get some separation here. Little collision in front of the net. There for Grants Pass, number 4 is Stratton Dennis. Grants Pass, the ball out in the middle of the field. We got a little race for it going on. A pair of athletes for South Eugene and one for Grants Pass. And now the Axe take it the other way, looking like they're trying to put a counter together. Try to work it toward the middle of the pitch, but breaking it up for the Cavemen, Danny Jacobo. We're almost halfway through the second half. Joran Lindberg scoring the lone goal thus far in the game for South Eugene. There's Young to break it up. Gives it a good kick downfield. We're going to have a little race for the ball. Lacey is there to kick it away. Goes up the right side. Looking from his perspective. Mateja. And there's Lindberg with it, looking right. Nice touch on the ball. Trying to chase it down for South Eugene. George Arshakian. Free kick for Grants Pass. Strong boot in the play. I got to say, all those Grants Pass defenders have a good leg on them for those nice long kicks out of the back. Foul called against South Eugene. Free kick for Grants Pass. Getting set to kick it away, Danny Jacobo. Last week we were calling a match between Ashland and North Medford, and they had a lot of success, did the Grizzlies, off their set pieces. Long, strong kick in the air, but there to meet it. Clearance for South Eugene, and now they go on the run here. Grants Pass bringing back some defensive numbers. Running onto it. Von Carey. Now over to the right side. Sangvi shoots it across the face of the net. And it appears we have an offsides against the Axe. And there's been a couple of times we've seen the Cavemen able to draw the opposition off. Young over for Gil Minor. Minor looking toward the middle of the field. Deflected back. Dennis with it. Series of short passes for the Cavemen. Now the big boot up field, but coming on to it will be Cason Sabold for South Eugene. Thurman there. His kick broken up by Grants Pass. Therefore, with it is Drew Towns. Away it goes off the foot of Josh Holst. The Axe just to our right, getting ready to take care of the throw-in. Sangvi from the left wing tries to center it, but there to break it up once again. Nice play by Mateja. Making a good read on where to be, but South Eugene going to try for another attempt here. But Young is able to get it away. They get the clearance, and sometimes for a clearance, just getting it out of there, you'd like to ideally find a teammate upfield, but failing that, you just get it out of there so you can regroup. Towns battle for the ball to our left. Look like Sangvi down there with him. Substitutions in. 21 for South Eugene is Kuhn Rain Sikun. And for the Cavemen, Caden Haynes checking in with one other player. South Eugene. And we're going to stop the clock here with 15:06 left to go. And a yellow card issued to the Grants Pass bench. See the coaching staff there engaged in a little bit of discussion there. Nothing especially animated going on. Well, we welcome back Lippert's Carpet One of Medford and Grants Pass, State Farm agent Rory Wold of Medford, and Crater Car Wash in the Rogue Valley. We thank you for partnering with Table Rock Sports again in 2025. 3 great additions to our sponsor roster. Joran Lindberg will come out for a breather. Agostia Pandit, number 9, checking in for South Eugene. Play resumes. Sangvi there to carry. Now upfield. And trying to get a look at it. Left-footed shot there by Sebi Hindari Glasinovic. Sails away, and we'll have a goal kick by the Cavemen. Carey with the ball. Feeds it to the right side. Looking in the direction of Siebold. Out of bounds for the Grants Pass throw. Quickly up line they go. Now they're starting to work into their offensive third of the field. Right now, all it takes is one. But the Axe effective in denying them. Ball knocked around in the air. We see a couple of headers there. Now Grants Pass hustling for the ball, trying to work in traffic against the South Eugene defender. But at least as far as the eye test is concerned, for these two teams, you can definitely see these are two quality defensive squads. Without the benefit of having seen the prior games, one gets the feeling that these low-scoring games that they've been a part of, that it's not a matter of futility, it's a matter of people doing their job well defensively. Sometimes stats don't tell the whole story. But like I say, now we got stats confirmed by a look at this match. Grants pass with the throw in. Taken away by South Eugene. Axe momentarily looking to run, but now taking control. But now we got a foot race to the ball. Pandit from the right wing. There to retrieve it is Matera. Grants pass with possession once again. South Eugene on the move, weaving through traffic, number 7. And there is Dennis with it. A furious series of events there, right there in the defensive third for Grants pass. And now the clearance. But right there to meet it is Carey. He'll send it left side over to... Actually, it's Thurman to carry. Hindary Glasinovic over on the left wing. Tries to send it there is Allenbaugh. Matera getting ready to send it out. Still plenty of time to make it a new match and then see what happens from there. Sangvi, number 17. Had it there for a moment, and then Pandit up the right side. But now Grants pass with the ball. Holst over there. Free kick, Caveman. Here's the delivery. It's a high one. But Lacey making the play on the ball. Here on the left side for South Eugene, Shakun in the ball game. Thurman lays it off. Hilton, number 6. Sends it back. Now they're going to try to work that right side. Defenders there for Grants pass. Pandit with the throw in. Now in the corner, Grants pass defender there to direct it out. Offsides call. Getting ready to check in for Grants pass will be Cashel Bost. Mateja out of the back, out of bounds. Up the right side. Battle in the middle. Grant's pass on the attack. They'll try to set it up to the middle, and there to run onto it for South Eugene is Joey Lacey. Middle goes. Thurman will dish it off. Work at left side of the Eugene attack. Sengvi being challenged by Towns. Throw in. Young trying to fight for it. Loveless there. Throw in. Von Carey. Thurman switches it. Sebold tries to work to the middle, but that is broken up. There's a shot. But there to smother it, Will Mateja. He'll kick it away. Grant's pass trying to regain control of it. And for the moment they do. Little collision there. Official didn't like the contact there. He's going to award the free kick to South Eugene. Carey working right up the middle. Grant's pass now up the right side. Toward the middle. Axe throw. And now there's a takeaway by Grant's pass. Lacey there. Without regard to life or limb. Grant's pass fans might thinking that there, as Lowry was trying to hustle toward the goal, that there might have been cause for a whistle, but that ended up not being the case. Loveless. Now into the middle. Clearance by Grant's pass. They'll give it a go once again. Ball deflected off the boot of Lazarus Hilton. Getting set to throw. Cashel Bost. Now taking care of it will be Caden Haynes. Haynes looking for Towns. Towns running it down. Sends it back. Still 1-0 with 3 minutes left to go. Lacey with the left footer up toward midfield. The effort has been good by Grants Pass this evening. Getting set for the throw-in is Mason Allenbaugh. Booted out of the back. There to meet it for South Eugene, Reed Wedmore. Middle of the pitch. That's carry over to Allenbaugh. Wedmore to the middle of the field. And a long pass. You can see what he's trying to do there. Couldn't quite get it there. Hindary Glasinovich, number 18 on the pitch. Grants Pass with the throw in, broken up by South Eugene. The Cavemen will try it again. Towns with a throw in. South Eugene able to get the takeaway. Whistle blows. Free kick for the Cavemen. Lining it up as Jacobo. Upfield it bounces, deflected by South Eugene. Grants Pass gets it back right there in the middle of traffic. Branson Young. There's Dennis. Up the right sideline. They'll try to work at center, but it is knocked away. Grants Pass with a corner kick. 9 seconds. He's got to get it away. Here's an opportunity, and it bounces away. And that's the match. South Eugene picks up their first win of the 2025 campaign, defeating the Grants Pass Cavemen by a score of 1-0. Every match that these two teams have played have been hard-fought matches in their early going, and this night proved to be no different. We'll show you the difference-making goal, the only goal of it. Here's Lindbergh with it. Lindbergh fires it right down the middle. Zooms that past the defender. There's the banger to give South Eugene all that they would need to take a 1-0 victory. Well, we thank you all for joining us this evening in Table Rock Sports coverage of 6A boys soccer. Our executive producer for Table Rock Sports is Joe Brett. For my cameraman, Dan Hartwell, I'm Jim McCoy. We say thank you for joining us and have a great evening.